Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Arizona's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Anderson will throw. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He's got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Houston's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
These slant routes you throw quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Taylor. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they
halted in the first down and more. And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much much matters. So if you're sitting obviously at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Oh my
God!
God!
This was a game we circled way back
We'll
in the
take that.
preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught behind the line. It's Suggs. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Anderson wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Fires to the wide.
Oh, I knew it.
They needed a big play, and they got it.
That's why I should have ran man instead.
First down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances.
Oh, my gosh.
They're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he froze at
I thought he was going to pitch it off to the running back.
And turned it into a big play. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Finds a tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking for space. It's Riley. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The running back has it. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Let's chat a little big picture, Arizona. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The hold going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last week.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougar.
60 seconds, man.
It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite
Let's play
matchup in the
defense
Big
to
Ten,
get this
fellas.
stop.
Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Iowa. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Oh, my God.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Anderson will throw. They've got the play bottom.
Oh, he's gone.
Defense got it. They're on the run. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they turn it into a defensive score. They got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to yourself and create some explosive plays. The passing
right
game
there.
is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field.
Ball
Find these
flew
guys
right
down the
up, right
field.
above your head. You ain't even put a hand up to try to bat it down.
Matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Arizona right back to the line.
Ah, shoot.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right down the middle. That's caught.
I should have called a timeout and called
yardage as they move it to the 44.
Shoot. Yes, man.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Key. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there.
Surprised it ain't happened yet.
You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Throws to the wideout.
Oh, that is so weak, man.
Touchdown, Arizona! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Oh, he was about to be gone.
Bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor.
I don't even know how he caught that.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Off the play fake on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. They'll immediately call timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway.
I think he just got it.
From inside the 10-yard line,
oh, shoot.
Back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 45 on its way. He now has 85 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble,
Oh, my God.
and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. And they kick it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Oh, we might miss.
Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
A PCL sprint. What? Bro, how long he finna? Hold on.
Arizona
Popular.
has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo.
Shit.
You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can for
we
the
might
rest
be
of
all
this
right.
game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Lets it fly. Brings it down on the right side. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Anderson will throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as he'll try to take the 3. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Mississippi
Oh my
State
gosh,
is
if we didn't run into that, would have been a
not with those
kickoff return for a touchdown.
Inside Davis Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
Grab near the sticks. It's Suggs. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down.
It's going to be all right. Ooh.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football.
There he goes. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15
Low. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Let's make your way upstairs
it's a point in the
now.
game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Raymond. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And the punishment has been extended. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. They are set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Martin. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Floats it out in space.
That is weak.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
A little bit more to go after that.
Look, y'all done already found something. Y'all done already found something new to play, man. So I ain't got nothing more to say. Cause now y'all on arc raiders now.
The Wildcats have it with a first and 10.
And how the way y'all sound more intrigued playing that than y'all did Battlefield shoot. Y'all shoot.
Well, I understand they're trying.
I said y'all sound more excited playing Battlefield. Arc Raiders than y'all did Battlefield.
But you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Shoot, I ain't hear nothing when y'all when they was when y'all used to play Battlefield. It was like as if y'all had like do some type of work or something just to get on the play. Like, all right, man, we'll play. Not once have I ever heard anybody say, "Hey, who finna fly the helicopter?" Oh man, that building coming down. Never heard it. Never heard it.
Staying in the moment,
never heard
it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Never heard it. So that said everything I need to know. That just means that Battlefield got all that extra stuff for no reason.
Anderson wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not
turning it on.
It's not happening, man.
Picks up the first down and
it's
gets
not
down.
Happening, man. That is some wishful thinking.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too.
The only time y'all play Battlefield is if y'all playing by yourself, man. That's the only time, man.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game
because I called it from the very start. Willie, no, I did.
They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done
a
great
job.
Hey,
Josh, man, you should get Battlefield with us, man. Nah, man. Why not, man? Why you ain't gonna get it? I give y'all a week or two, man. I'm just saying, man. Look, I know how it was gonna go, and it went exactly what I said.
Done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in him. This offense has a lot of work to
see, that's the only reason why you getting on. You're not getting on to like, oh man, you know what?
Trying to bull his way in. A late game touchdown to put 6 on the board.
Waste of
time. A nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense.
See, you just did what he just said.
Down the field, make plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Takes the knee, and they will remain perfect. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit